Greetings, and welcome to this virtual learning session on Microsoft OneDrive and sharing in Office 365 from the 21st Century Learning Division. If you have any questions after viewing this session, please feel free to contact the 21st Century Learning Division through our website at WCSD21.com. In this screencast, you will learn about Microsoft OneDrive and how it can be used by you and your students to store files safely and to share those files with collaborators. There are 6 dimensions of 21st century learning as defined by Washoe County School District. While Microsoft OneDrive and the advanced sharing options available in Office 365 could be planned for use with any of the dimensions, this video will focus on the collaboration dimension. Students are collaborating when they work in pairs or groups to discuss an issue, solve a problem, and/or create a product. The collaboration dimension includes 4 major competencies. These are requirements for students to work in pairs and groups, providing students with opportunities for shared responsibility, requiring that students make substantive decisions together, and opportunities for work to be interdependent. Microsoft OneDrive and the Office 365 sharing features are tools that can be used to save and access work online, also known as in the cloud, and can be used to share work with collaborators, teachers, and evaluators. All Washoe County School District staff and students currently have access to OneDrive. There are multiple ways to access OneDrive. This video will review some of the most common. The first is through the Office 365 catalog. To get started, you will need to log on to your Office 365 portal. One easy way to do this is to launch your browser and visit the site portal.office.com. You will be prompted to sign into your account. After you sign in, you should see your waffle in the top left-hand corner of the browser. Clicking on the waffle will bring up your available Office 365 applications. Click on OneDrive to access the resource. This is the web-based version of OneDrive. It will allow you to download existing files from the cloud drive to your computer for editing, upload files from your computer to the cloud drive for storage and sharing, share files and folders with others, organize files and folders, and even open Office 365 files directly in the browser for viewing and editing. Let's start out by uploading a file from my local computer to OneDrive. There are many advantages to storing files here, including protecting your files from loss if your computer is damaged or lost, the ability to share your files with others easily, and the ability to access your files from any computer and most mobile devices with an internet connection. To upload a file, just click on the Upload button located in the ribbon at the top of the screen. You can upload a single file or the contents of an entire folder on your computer. I'm going to upload this file by double-clicking it in the Explorer window here. The file will be uploaded to OneDrive and stored here. That's great, but most of us have far more than one file to store, and we need a way to keep those files organized. That's where folders become important. I want to move this file into a folder so it will be easy to find again. To create a folder, I will click the New button in the ribbon and select Folder. Give the folder a name, and then simply drag and drop my file into the folder. I highly recommend using folders to keep your OneDrive organized in this way. Now, let's say I need to share that file with a colleague. OneDrive and Office 365 offer many ways to share files and folders. First, I need to find the file again by clicking on the folder. I'm going to share this file by right-clicking on the file. Notice that I have 2 options here related to sharing. The first is the Share button. When I click the Share button, the file sharing window appears. I will enter the name of the person I would like to share the document with here. I then need to decide on how I want to share the document with my colleague. I can give them rights to edit the document if my purpose for sharing requires it, or I can restrict their rights to view only if I don't want them to be able to make changes to it. I will enter a message to be sent to the person here. This is important because without a message, the person will see only a link and might or might not know what to do with it. Most of the time, you will leave these boxes checked. But if you are sharing with someone outside the district network, you might need to uncheck the Require Sign-in box. I suggest leaving the email box checked, as it will both notify your collaborator that you are sharing the document with them, and also make it easy for the person to access the document, since they will get a direct link to it right in their inbox. Once all that is done, I click the Share button to share the document with the people who I have entered. Those people will get an email notification with the link to the document inside it. What if I want to be able to share the document more broadly, though? This is where the Get a Link option becomes more useful. I'll right-click on the file again, and this time select Get a Link. I have several options for sharing the link. I can create a link that will enable collaborators to edit the document or view the document without needing to sign in. Or I can create links that will require a Washoe County School District login. Or I can use a restricted link, which is really the same thing as inviting people specifically, like we did before. When you choose to share a document, it is important to consider the level of access you place on it carefully. Sharing a document with the Edit No Login Required link might seem to be the most convenient way to do it. But remember, that means anyone that finds your document will be able to edit it without your consent. The same is true for editing within the Washoe County School District network. Anyone with a login, including students, would be able to edit a document shared in this way. In this case, I want to create a link that will allow anyone with a Washoe County School District login to view the document. So I will click that option. Then I will click on Create. This will generate a link that you can copy and paste into an email or other communication to share with others. If you should decide that you no longer want to share the document with that link, you can return to this window and click the Shared With section. Then click on Stop Sharing. Note that this will stop sharing the document with everyone it is shared with. So if you still want specific people to have access, you will need to reshare it to those specific people by inviting them again. Finally, I want to edit this document. Again, Office 365 gives me lots of ways to do this. I could right-click and download the document, work on it, and then upload it again. This would be a time-consuming process, though. A faster way would be to simply click on the document. This will start the web-based version of the appropriate software and open the document in view-only mode. To edit the document, simply click on Edit Document here. Clicking on this gives me two choices. The first is to edit the document in the full version of Word. If I choose this option, Office will download the document and open it for me in Word. I can edit the document the way I normally would, and when I save, the document will automatically be uploaded back to OneDrive. The second choice is to edit the document in the browser. This is a great option for simple changes, or when I am using a public computer or device. Note that I can share the document from within the document itself within the browser if I so desire. Remember that the collaboration dimension requires students to work in pairs and groups, have shared responsibility, make substantive decisions, and work interdependently. OneDrive and the cloud sharing and saving features it includes can be used to plan learning activities to provide students opportunities to collaborate at every level of the dimension. Note that activities conducive to the higher levels of competency within the dimension will require careful planning to be successful. We hope you have enjoyed this tutorial on OneDrive and sharing from the 21st Century Learning Division. Remember, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us by visiting our website at WCSD21.org. www.washocountyschools.com.